Hey, hello. You're stuck in traffic with Wolf Gorlick. Couple minutes on IT and IT security. And today, thinking about VTech, right? So, VTech was recently breached. It's a toy maker. Lots of apps that kids use and log in and register. I'm not sure if my daughter ever used those, but similar type of concept of things that she was playing with and looking at, maybe ages 3 to 8, 3 to 10. So VTech gets popped, and if you look at the attack path, basically what happened was the attacker found one or more SQL injection flaws on the website, utilized them to determine the structure and nature of the database, then dumped out several tables, including some blobs, blobs being binary large objects, in other words, photos. Once that information was dumped, it was all through the SQL injection query, probably over HTTPS, meaning that things like normal DLP wouldn't have caught it. You're not exfiltrating data, it's all browser side, etc., etc. So, what could organizations do if you're in a similar situation? One, when building the app, perform static analysis to look for things like SQL injection and common vulnerabilities. After this story broke, several people started reverse engineering the mobile apps for these games and found things like, hard-coded passwords and all sorts of things that would have made pretty much the SQL injection like not even needed at that point. Not good stuff. So, static analysis. When the apps go into production, of course, that's when you do an application pen test. Throw an attacker on it, someone thinks like a criminal, who can break the app and find out where the skeletons lie and notify your developers on what they need to fix. That's on the build side. On the design side, database segmentation, right? Why are all these values in one column? Why are all these values in one table? Why are these values in one database, right? Why are these values such that with the SQL injection I can get kids' pictures and addresses and everything else? Do all those things really need to be exposed to every single mobile app and to the web interface? Probably not. Some segmentation of the database design and application architecture will go a long way, so that if the static analysis misses something or the application pen test misses something or hasn't been done yet, a successful attack doesn't get anything out. So you can do that on the design side. On the operations side, what about DLP in the network layer with the certificates in place? People will put DLP or IPS IDS in place, but then not use certificate chaining or the ability for that device to decrypt the traffic to see things going out. That should be in place for any website using HTTPS. DLP in prevent mode probably could have caught it and stopped it after the first couple items. In IPS IDS, plugging into a SIM would have allowed their security team to detect and respond. Not sure how long the detection response would have been, but it could have prevented or at least allowed them to respond in a much quicker fashion. What else? Oh, and speaking of incident response, how about having an incident response plan and having it tested and having your communications ran through marketing and validated? One of the things that happened was a lot of people were offended by VTech's response. Don't worry about it, it's just pictures of your kids. At least they didn't get your credit cards. Just to say, pictures of your kids in many cases are more valuable to parents, along with addresses, than credit cards. So incident response plan, tested, validated, ran through your communication team. And always, speaking of data, remember that things like PCI, while valuable, while out of scope, things that don't have credit card information, if it's out of scope for you, it means it's in scope for the criminals, which is exactly what we saw here. So saying, well, don't worry about it, doesn't have credit card information, doesn't really help if you've got other sensitive data that is sensitive to your consumers or to your organization. That's it. Check out VTech. Check out Troy Hunt's blog again. There's a website we can check to see if your information's been lost.